Now, I am absolutely not saying that you couldn't have a beautiful life on your own without this connection, or that they couldn't either. A beautiful life. It's just with you two, if you were to both get past your own demons, you could have a life of legacy together, being the matriarchs. And whether that's in a family dynamic or a business, it just feels like you two yin yang this shit. You do. Instead of looking at like the things that you don't necessarily love about yourselves and how that would be a complication to the other, if you would just embrace it and then embrace the other person, you'd see that you help each other grow even more. But let's see, we were kind of getting in part one what their things are that they need to kind of work on here to bring this connection closer. So let's see what you need to work on, collective. What do you need to work on? What does Spirit want you to work on? We had the ravenous, so the raven. I told you in part one that birds and flowers and rain, they're all very, in feathers, are very significant. You know, there's something about you here with the ravenous and the getaway that what you need to work on is actually you thinking that this is good. And not that it's not good, but this is good enough for me. So you may feel like this, if you are in a connection already with this person, it's like this distance that you feel like this is okay, at least they're here. At least we're together, even if we're not really communicating the way that we need to. And if you are at a distance with this person, it's that you thinking that this is good enough. Whatever connections that you're in or whatever you're doing, like this is good enough. It's not that it's bad. It's just together you would see it could be even more. You could do even more. It could be even bigger than what your mind is being able to perceive right now. That commitment. But you're allowing other options in. Other options. Almost like this is a daydream. You might even have a tendency to be a player or act like a player. You know, this is kind of giving off someone who isn't aware that they are the divine feminine. It's like holding yourself to a past, possibly, especially with the ravenous. A past of, I'm getting that you might be someone who has experienced a lot of being lusted after. Okay, I don't know if this is third eye blind or something, but I'm getting like, and I've never been really loved by a hand that's touched me. So you might lead with like, you know, to kind of get what you want and what you need. And it's like this person being in a close connection with you, it's not that you're not still like, you know, it's just, you don't have to lead with it to get ahead. You don't have to lead with it to get ahead. It feels like you've possibly had a lifetime of being objectified. Like, you're not smart enough, you need almost someone else to, and it's not that you even believe this, it's just like, you know you have to play the game, and you know your role to get to the next step. And it's not that you do it, I feel like you both kind of move through life a little bit dirty, like trying to get what's right here on the mid. And it's like you two being in a connection together, you bring out the best in each other. And you quiet each other's demons. You don't have to lead with this, whatever that is, to try and get people to turn to your wants, to bend to your wants. It feels like both of you are good at manipulation. And understand, I don't personally believe that manipulation is a terrible thing. I tell my clients all the time, I mean, think about it, if like you have someone with manipulating them into not, is actually, like, that's a great quality to have. It's just the manipulations that you two have What if you did that with the risk card? What if you did that with your enemies, like with the things that were coming against you? Not even necessarily people, just the ups and downs of life. What if you two were to be able to be more connected, you could use the light and the goodness and the darkness to conquer those together. You'd see it as more of a positive instead of a negative. But there's a risk here. I think because you both are coming off as like magicians together and magicians reversed when you are not as closely connected. It's a risk. It's like a risk on each other. Let's go to part 3.